Uh, should we start?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. From Yash Chavan of MIT School of Film and Television. Welcome to our webinar on making images in conversation with speaker of the day, Sri Murli Govindrajan, cinematographer of blockbuster film Kala of Sri Rajnikant. In conversation with Professor Indranil Lahiri, head of cinematography of MIT School of Film and Television. Indranil sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, yes, sir. Very happy to be here along with my friend Murli. Also, we have here with us the chairman and dean of a film school, Dr. Jabbar Patel, and the seniors, Amit Tyagi sir, and many of our colleagues. Introducing Murli, a very good friend of mine, cinematographer in has been working in the Bombay film industry, in the Telugu industry, in the Tamil film industry. He's already made now 4 feature films and many other documentaries and many films together. Murli has been a fine art student. He had already he's done his masters and he's a very good painter. Before he joined film school, we will let's speak to him. We will be actually the focus of the talk today will be his recent work in the film called Kala with Rajnikant sir, the superstar actor. So we will be also knowing from him how he has prepared himself from his school days and what are the experience that he has grown with and how he also sees himself in the coming years. Murli, is Murli unmuted?
Yeah. Yeah, can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
How are you? Hi.
Fine.
Inviting
Good afternoon,
you
everybody. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to meeting you and saw the video. It shows actually it's a big institute. And like it's actually Indro. Actually, everybody's looking at us, no? Or only we both are talking.
No. Everybody is there. Everybody is looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Indro and me is actually like colleagues and very big close friends. Actually, when I joined first time in FTI, actually these are the people actually supported me getting to the path of actually cinematography. Actually, that my batchmates are actually big teachers for me, and Indro is one of them, and he's very close to me. And actually, because I'm coming from actually one of the rural village in Tamil Nadu, and I studied in my my studies are actually only in Tamil. I not even know about actually English or Hindi actually when I came to FTI. Actually, these are the people actually hold my hand and very strong and help me out a lot to learn the cinematography and getting into communication. Actually, communication is more important for me. Actually, these are actually my batchmates. All my 10 batchmates are actually very close. Actually, they are actually the very first teachers for me actually, like in FTI. Actually, otherwise, actually, I could have stuck somewhere. Actually, these are the people actually help me a lot. Help me a lot in the sense like kind of friend, brother. Actually, those are actually very important for my life. Actually, which I am standing in cinematography or whatever the industry. Actually, these are the people actually began me. Otherwise, I could have been somewhere. Actually, I could have stuck or I could have confused or actually. But these are the people actually very important for my life. Yeah.
We had a very good time together, and also there was a lot of co-learning in FTI when we were studying. So Murli would be maybe thinking, studying something and then teach us. We would also see some films and discuss. So there was a lot of co-learning that happened with all of us. Murli was, he taught us about composition, paintings, colors. So many things came together actually. And also Murli introduced us to Tamil cinema. The first time I saw Monuragam with him. Then the PC sir's work, then Balumendra sir's work, we have discussed a lot. So we learned from each other a lot actually during those times. And after that, we have worked together in many projects. Murli shot a Telugu feature film called Anthala Rakshasi in Hyderabad, where many of our batchmates also we were there with him and the camera team. One of another camera team member, Kishore Kumar, is also with us. He also joined us during that time. After that, he went and studied in SRFTI. After SRFTI, he is also shot a Tamil feature film now, Kundu. He'll also here we can ask questions with him. Kishore, our dear brother Tambi.
Nice.
He's also here with us.
Hi, na, எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கு. Hi. Good to hear actually people are around. I was completely stuck. I am running from somewhere from Sildar office. There is some issue began actually intro knowing. Actually, it's a good thing. Actually, everybody's around me to support us. Nice. We can go ahead. Actually, nice.
Murli, should we see the trailer of Kala?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, just give me a moment. Can you just introduce the film? I'll just queue up the trailer. If you can introduce how you got into the film, and actually we also want to know from you that like being you've been into like painting for so long, and you've been also working as that was your profession before you got into cinema. So why you had a passion for film from that? I know from very beginning, so much of films you've been watching. But like what actually came? I mean, why FTI also was a big thing for you to come to FTI and study.
True.
After so many years of studying painting. Why you became a like. How you took that decision for yourself? Actually?
Yeah, it's a kind of actually when I was in BFA, like around 4th year, maybe it's a 5 years course for me. Around 4th or 5th year, during time only. See, doing painting, it's like within the motion. The painting actually doesn't have a motion, real motion. Actually, it doesn't have it actually, but the motion we can feel it with our understanding. Within the painting, whatever we are drawing or whatever we are painting it, that painting motion we can with our experience we can know about it's moving or it's running, those things actually, but it doesn't have a real motion. The painting doesn't have it. That realization actually took me towards cinema actually. It's a video. I'm saying it video actually. Cinema is actually, it's a big word. The video has a motion within the canvas. It's a real motion. It has it. For me, actually, that tool, actually, the motion tool adds me my painting. It's a different level actually. When my painting moves, my color moves, whatever actually how it animates. If it's the one object, if it animates, it becomes real. It more powerful than the painting. Then that is the path actually I took it. I want to learn a video actually, how the video works actually. Then I got through like friends or something, maybe the Bal Mahendra sir actually, that he actually guided me go to actually the Film and Television Institute. That is the place you can learn the cinema. Actually, he guided me actually towards it. After actually I came there. Actually, that is the path actually from painting to I shifted. That's the way actually. Actually everybody actually when I came to FA also I had in mind actually I am not going to do like a film industry. I am going to do my installation, video installation. That's why we have to know about the videos technicality. Though that is the idea I came in actually. But after coming there, actually there is the place actually where the film lives, like still exists in certain manner. Actually, there I got to know about actually learning and being with cinema and being with the cinema people, talking, sleeping there, or like everything happening with cinema. Actually, now slowly it's getting into very much relate to cinema. Actually, how the cinema reacts. Actually, beyond actually, video is actually very technical word. Cinema is actually very aesthetical word of actually word. Yeah. The word actually. Then actually slowly I'm getting that aesthetics part of cinema, and whatever the seniors from there. And the cinema actually how it travels, the 100 years travel of cinema and how they reaches. These are the things actually historically and aesthetically I'm trying to learn from that. And the colleagues actually how they had a discussion, and those things actually makes me very much sentimentally I was so attached in FTA and cinema. When I came in, I was a little bit away actually. Technically I'm going to learn something. That is the way I had it in mind. But after coming there and being there, actually it is slowly, actually it is kind of one of my part or one of my relation, one of my, actually it's a blood kind of blood relation. Isa Kuch, it becomes part of my life actually. It keeps in my mind actually. Like it's keep hitting or it's somewhere in my part of my life actually. Like that cinema actually it's mingled. Like then actually I'm trying to do whatever actually I have a plan for actually my painting career, how I came to do that video installation. Same way I will do one day actually for kuch jeetne ke liye actually kuch jeene ke liye actually I have to do some cinema also and keep doing it. We'll see. That is the way I got into from painting to cinema.
Actually, also another thing is that there are a lot of students who are here who are planning to join film school. They are also in a point of time in their life where they need some motivation to even think like if they should come to this industry and also learn about filmmaking, some kind of a cinema, some kind of art. Like how did film school actually help you to come to this kind of a field? I mean, to understand things technically, one thing, and also about to understand different aspects of filmmaking, not only cinematography. Like now, actually, I'm sure like now you even for Kala, you a stalwart like Srikar Prasad sir had been working. I'm sure there's a lot of inputs that we get to make a film from all departments.
See, the thing is that actually everything actually we are learning from life, whatever actually, how we are learning, how it impacts or how it impresses us, whatever the life events are, whatever the things, how now we are converting into any medium, like whatever the painting, whatever the article, whatever the speech or drama or anything form actually, we are keep doing it. Like the cinema is actually mixture of everything. Like, it's almost close to life, but only it has a magic of showing in screen actually. Like only 2D surface like it makes a 3D images actually. Like that is the thing, but it's almost close to life. That is the way actually, like that medium has one of the powerful medium which we are having it in cinema only. More than that we are now it's the cinema is keep updating and incorporating with whatever the new medium comes. If an animation comes, it will incorporate whatever the things. It's keep updating itself. That is the way that medium, if we have it, that is the very close to whatever we are thinking, whatever actually I am impressing from the life, I can express properly. If I have a proper medium, like that is the way. That's why actually cinema is more powerful for me actually. That is the things. That's why I took it. Still, I'm learning it actually, like how we are doing it. That FTA is actually maybe the other place I don't know how much it helped me out, but FTA actually taught me a lot about the cinema. Actually, aesthetically we have to understand. We are not documenting it. Actually, documenting certain part and how it feels, how it impresses within you, any incident or any things actually, how it makes you or how that experience, how you are communicating with others. Actually. That your own experience, how you are communicating with others. Because it whatever the impress I got from the life, it came to in within me and coming out as a medium actually, with my flavor, my aesthetics, my ideology, whatever actually how I want to communicate with others. Actually. That is the way it behaves. The art, mostly I'm saying it as art. That art, how it communicates. The cinema is actually very close to me. How I am reacting, how I am getting the experience of life. Those things is very closely communicating with others. That is the medium for us actually what we are having it. It's a great that helped me a lot actually, like to communicate. As a cinematography, it's a one part actually. Cinema is actually it's a mixture of it's a combined art actually. It's not a one person art. It's a combined art. Everybody has to like technically dividing certain parts like editing or whatever the camera and direction actually. When the idea of actually director or script are actually, I'm saying it as a script. Director also acts, but only the script actually. When the script bounds or the idea bounds or whatever the impression we bounding from the line, that bound makes a script that actually any form of actually to communicating with others. Then these people actually combine together and makes the idea through cinema actually. Like it communicates with others actually. How the core idea convert as a cinema and relate with others. That is the
Since you also talked about script, even since you're talking about your latest film Kala, how much time would you have worked on a pre-production on the script with the director? You would also work on the script, right? It's not a bound thing that you get.
See, mostly the most of the film actually, my 3 of the films I was worked with Rajiv, the director Paranji. Mostly actually his team is actually keeps it open for everybody. During script itself, how he is doing the scripting time itself, he keeps it open for everybody. The team members can interact, or team member can articulate the ideas, or actually they can give their inputs. Then he will pick everybody's idea and he will make with his flavor. Actually, that is his open idea. That is the way he does. He is Paranjit. Nice to see him after a long time. Because of Corona, we are separated from somewhere. Actually, after a long time, actually, we are meeting people through this Zoom. It's nice to see. That is the way actually he used the freedom to everybody to open up their ideas, but the final call he will take it. Actually, how the film has to be there politically, identically, how it has to be reach the people. That he has the idea for doing those things. That is the way I was entered into script discussion and how we are designing part, how we are going to design the visuals. Those things actually we used to take almost more than 6 months of pre-production. Always does. Kala took some more time because of the set erection. The Kala has a huge set of Dharavi. He made it almost. The Dharavi is actually. Dharavi is a huge place, but we created very small part. But that small part creating also, it took a lot of time to create it. Actually, it's a huge set. Actually, the Ramlingam is art director. He done a fabulous job within that. Actually, he recreated the Dharavi in Chennai. And part of the things actually that we took a lot of time to create Dharavi set in Chennai. Actually, it's a studio called. Some Film City, actually, suddenly couldn't get it. EVP Film City, we made the set like that. It took a lot of time, more than actually 6-7 months of pre-production we took it. Actually. Then we got into the shoot.
As you were talking about the set, I'm just sharing some.
And set photographs. And miniatures.
That also I'll share, like the Dharavi set actually.
See, the left side part completely we made a set. The right side, that railway track only, it's made through CG. It's a mixture of both. Actually. Maybe I keep telling it actually how we made it also. Go ahead. It's a Dhobi cart. It's a Dhobi cart sequence. We made it a complete Dhobi cart there.
This was made in a set?
Stay back. See, this is real Dharavi. It's a real Dharavi. Now if we go again, it's a next set. It's like, it's a mixture of some scenes. See, the same scenes, the few parts we take it there in the real Dharavi. This set, it's not real Dharavi. This is set.
This is when Nana Patekar
enters first time he enters the Dharavi.
He is entering there. Your miniatures.
You can show the miniatures.
This is on location.
Set. It's on location. It's a 3-level set. It's a 3-level set.
Okay.
There is I mailed you some miniatures also.
So these are the miniatures that you worked on.
Nice.
This is of Kala's house.
House.
So how did you go on about it actually. But like, what was the discussions that you had with the art director? How did you come to
Yeah.
such a plan? Like,
See,
we would all love to know.
see, the mainly actually when we went for Dharavi, first the Reki, it's a huge, like where we cannot create complete set of Dharavi. Then we planned have actually where the main dramas happening. We are close to Kala's house where we located. Then we figured it out with the real location. Where
Okay.
can be the Kala's house? Where can be the other person's house? Where can be there? Actually, like the characters who are in the film. Those characters where can be there from Kala's house to how much distance they can be there. What are the roads connects with them? Those plans with the real location ke saath, actually we had a plan. We made a map with the according to Kala's house,
Okay.
how we can there. And the main where Dharavi people are, Dharavi, the crossroad, 90 feet. These are the people actually where the Tamil people lives there.
Yes.
Like that's why we had a plan of that 90 feet road and crossroad or these areas. Actually, it's a main most of the scenes happening there. Then we had a plan of the main scenes are happening there. We had made a set there. Baki where we can really shoot some real locations. There we shot Dharavi itself. Actually. This is the Kala's house. Yeah, this is the Kala's house, like that place. Yeah. It's a task for us actually. Mostly Bombay has a rain sequence. Mostly rain. Mostly Bombay rain is huge for every time. Actually, when I've been there, actually, it's surprising for me actually how it rains in the night time. Morning it will be completely different. The Bombay rain, like those things actually when we are had a shoot. Sometimes actually really we got the rain, but we that plan of script also as the seasons of the which drama happens in monsoon or which drama happens in like a time zone also we fixed it properly during the script actually mostly in that team actually keep actually whenever the paper comes to me today's scene these are the things on top of it actually there will be actually this is on which period this date and which month or what are the it might be a windy or it might be a like a rainy or these things actually it's the complete note it had the script had these kind of complete notes like every day actually those teams actually asked to follow actually aaj kuch hawa we need a like a fan kuch chahiye so they will have a like a thing like they have some rain sequence matlab we have to follow the period actually properly. Then the Kala has a like a Kala film has a from this date to this date. Actually, now I couldn't remember those like the timing. Right? Mostly, maybe the direction team will have that data. Like this time to this time, if it happens, this period actually, what are the scenes which season actually it happens? Those things like it's very pre-planned. Actually, Ranjit had a like a proper plan of execution part of the season. Actually, those things actually, but the set means actually mostly it should it has to hold for like a more than like a 6 months of shooting time like a span up we shot almost 130 or 125 130 days of shooting days but there is a lot of intervals actually like we have to shoot some real location and we have to come back to match with the set and we have to shoot with some set. We have to go back to Dharavi and shoot match with that. That's why there was actually
how were you maintaining the continuity? Like, did you?
Yeah, like those.
It was a very difficult task, actually.
Yeah, like that. Those things actually sometimes actually we shot it. The same scene ka one shot will be a monsoon in the real monsoon in Bombay, but when you come with Chennai is completely hot.
Yeah. That's
now, yeah, the next shot it won't match. Then we have to wet the set completely. Like we have to wet it actually. The set has to wet with the pipes or something. Like we have to wet it and we have to match it. Those things actually like Ranjit has a big team actually. The assistant directors and in my team also like it's a big team. All of actually like a film graduates in my team also. Like those are actually they will actually take care of it. And you might know my gaffer is actually Kristen sir. Yeah, actually, he's also like he's a very professional guy from. He's working all like Bollywood or
Mhm.
at South Indian Films.
Yeah.
Also, he is also very professional. Those things actually because we have a note, proper note. We have to follow the note; it will match you. We
Huh.
don't need to actually suffer like. I don't need to worry about it. Actually, check the papers. What it comes with it. You have to match the season. You have to match the lighting. Actually, everything actually it will, because we have a like a on-set like a direction team, and we both had a like a pad, like kind of iPad with the visual matching team, and the CG team also always has like what are the real location. Either a sets a run out or either say actually we have to go for the blue mat or so these things actually like it's a huge teamwork. That's why actually we almost matched those things. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like even for this scene, there's a lot of VFX involved. I think I'm just showing
Yeah.
the screen grabs. Please tell us.
Ah, ah.
There's a fight sequence in the rain.
Yeah, it's the bridge is in Marine Line. Yeah, it's a real. This is the real Marine Line shot. This shot. This is
Okay.
a real. Yeah, this you people know about Bombay. It's a
Huh.
real Marine Line shot. The next shot, the previous clip or next clip. Yeah, this is set. Yeah, like one shot. The wide shots are from real location. This is from real location, and the next shot is actually the set. Like we made a bridge, the same bridge set we made it in Chennai. Like the shooting where the car stops, this edge to edge. Yeah, this is set. These are all set. Yeah. Yeah, this is real location. Back. Yeah, this is the real location. He is walking from there. After the fight, he walks down. This is the real location. Yeah. Yeah, these are the blue mats. Yeah.
So when you had to do working on the like blue screen, did you also have to shoot plates which looked like the original lensing? How do you go about lensing actually with these kind of shots?
Yeah.
Another thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Jabbar Patel sir also pointed out is that like this film has really a lot of long shots. We
Yeah,
don't see so many long shots in films nowadays. We see close-ups or short and tele lenses, long focal length lenses. But many of these shots are shot on wide lenses. So like that's why we get images like I mean many such images which you have diagonals and composition.
Yeah. True.
So what was your plan?
These are actually these actually the top angle. Go for the top angle.
Huh.
Go back. There is our top angle shot.
Yeah.
Now, this is actually big task for us. Back. Yeah. This is actually Marine Line, Nichaka line. Traffic has to go. Now, whatever we have a set the bridge set, we made it on the ground. The side walls and all, actually we made it. But really, we have to pull the camera that much height to show the niche, actually that road. The vehicles and all, actually it has to match the distance. And we took some plates and we recreated some cars in digitally also. Some cars actually we have to recreate it by digital, like CG part we done it. See, because this diagonal, like this distance matching, size matching, actually those things actually we have to concentrate so much actually because the CG team from Hyderabad, Makuta, they had like a proper note of actually which shot, which height, where the camera located, what are the lenses, and mostly I am very much like a wide shots. Most of my films actually, every scene will have the proper wide. Actually, like wide means it has to show the graph of the drama, where the drama happens. That is my passion actually. That's why we always keeps the wide shot. That wide shot has to match with the close-up lenses where we are shooting it. And the raindrops has to match when we are shooting it real location Marine Line. Like difficult to stop the rain machines or like rain effect, creating rain effect in Marine Line. It's a big task for us actually. Like, but we try to match it with the rail and the set. Yeah, and some fake rain effects also we made it. Some close-ups we are seeing it now, where the high speed like phantom shots, like that phantom shots. We shot it like some rain streaks. Actually, we added it actually some on post. Like it's the fight sequences complete coordination of CG and camera, art department, direction team, and everybody's notes has to be perfect. Otherwise, it will be like a mess up. I like that. It's a very much coordinated scene of this fight sequence. I'm saying.
I think there are some questions also regarding like there are so many outdoor locations which are shot very beautifully in Bombay. There are also like interior shots that interior shots that you've taken. Like how someone was asking is how do you match the mood and how have you worked on the interior to make it look good actually?
Yeah. See, usually from Ranjit film always has a pinch of life. Actually, it's real life. It has to show as a real life. Like it shouldn't show as a, like we are making a cinema, but through when we are the people are watching, the spectator watching. That time he couldn't feel it as a cinema. Actually, he shouldn't. He should feel it as a life in front of happening in front of his eyes. Actually. That kind of feel he needs to portray through his script or through his film. And then he always whatever we had a team. I always try to reach how much lively we can place the shots or place the acting, place the mood or art department. Everything has to match the live. Like those things actually we are trying to do it. What was the question? Actually, I missed it.
Yeah, I was saying that you did a good lot of interior shots also.
Yeah.
That had also a good
lighting
mood.
Scheme actually. Yeah, mostly if the interior lights or something. Before actually, my Tambi Kishore and all actually, my team always goes captures the time-based light moods. Whatever the script needs. If the script asks for us like a 9:30 in the morning. What was the real 9:30 morning sun happening in Dharavi? Those notes and those pictures we already like a pre-level actually we took it, and we have to match same lighting condition in set. The same way actually the real light schemes of night scheme, like what are the lights they are using in Dharavi, like bomb bulbs or like mostly in the slums there will be mixture of lights. There won't be like posh or something. Like it's a how the people are have a mixture of lifestyle culture, like that the lighting scheme and color scheme and their houses and the objects, those things also has a mixture of kind of collage. Like
for example, this is a like a power cut scene in Dharavi.
Yeah, it's a power cut scene. Yeah, it's like see these things actually it's sort of say like it's almost dark, only one light we used, the same continued. Yeah, nice. The people are seeing it now like this. Nice.
Yeah.
See, mostly how much we can go close to Dharavi's lighting scheme, how the people are actually living there, or when the light goes, or how we'll see the people are keep moving. Actually, if you go that crossroad or 90 feet road, like 24 hours, like it's a running street. Actually, it never gets rest. Actually,
yeah,
the people are keep moving like here and there. Actually,
controlling that much of crowd even in set is a lot. It's a big thing. Actually.
Yeah, like
to have something in focus and have a good composition rather than a lot of chaos. That takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it's like most of time actually in our set, always the Dharavi, like the set we had almost 1,000 people every day. Almost 1,000 people every day. Like the direction team has to manage the people actually. We are not giving a crowd like go and stand there or something like that. Because we every crowd should have an activity. How the Dharavi functions, how the live functions. That's why 1,000 people should have that everybody's command. You have to go to their place or whatever, buy something and do there. Actually, they like not like go there and keep walking. They should have that graph of what they have to do it within the shot. The 1,000 people should have that commands. like that. It's not only set or what we are shooting it. Mostly the people are who's acting in the junior artist, or 1,000 people are acting in the set. Everybody should have that command what I'm doing it. Everybody should have that clearance. Yeah, it's a big coordination actually. It happened.
We discussed about that, and even these there's this these shots which have a lot of fight in the power cut sequence. Actually, there is a there's a fight sequence which I'll just put it up. So these are the like you were talking about the mood, no? Like in the evening, that this in the last part of the film, the entire film looks very warm, and how did you plan the like there was a complete plan, I suppose, from the colors to like different kind of sequences.
It's actually Kumbharwada. It's like where the Kumbharwada, how it looks or something, because we cannot shoot Kumbharwada there itself. Actually, kind of. Smoke or whatever the people are actually the matka that we cannot, because inco lifestyle like it will be spoiled actually if you are going and shooting there actually 3 days 5 days or like their complete lifestyle or their what I say in loka kam sab ruk jayega. That's why actually completely we made it set. The Kumbharwada, it's a complete set actually. There was that Kumbharwada, it's almost actually contrast from 90 feet or whatever the crossroad. In the sense of always have a warm tone, warm pinch up, because it's a matka burning hota hai na, like a keep actually. That burning always has like a sodium vapor ka light pinches, and the smoke always carries all over. The Kumbharwada always has this kind of smoke. That's why we have to create it's a real smoke. We cannot shoot it. Kind of actually the shooting fake smoke, we have to create it, and that's why the warm scheme came. How the Kumbharwada looks like the warmer matka, warmer tones, or the lighting scheme of actually that the sodium vapor. Those things.
The street lights you were saying.
These are the homework actually. Yeah.
But it
like
looks so very natural. Because of that, it looks very natural.
Yeah, he always actually in my gaffer actually the Christians are always asked like if there is a sodium vapor, he always maintain the sodium vapor color temperature. He won't miss it actually. He will always go the real sodium vapor how it looks or something. He will always keep concentrating those things, those effects. It shouldn't spoil actually. But whatever the reference picture, we took it from Kumbharwada, real Kumbharwada. It has to match with it. Then only we can, at least we can feel the location lively. That's why that warmer came actually. The idea of warmer is actually the Kumbharwada itself has that warmer tone of materials, and the burning things are everywhere. That's why it came up actually. There is, if you start from the film, it's slowly getting into the color schemes actually. We had maybe we will talk later also, because Kishore made a big presentation of our film color, the color theory from the script. He made a big presentation for us actually. It's a nice presentation how Kala should look like, his costumes, his surroundings, how Nana Patekar actually his character has to look, how the set. Like it's a two three different ideology mingled within this film. That is the phases of that idea's phase is one idea's phase is Kala, and the another idea's phase is like I forgot the name Abhyankar, the name Nana Patekar's character name. It's a
Haridev Abhyankar.
Yeah, Haridev Abhyankar. It's a two different ideology discussing through the film. That's actually two different culture, two different locations, two different people actually who living in front of us. In Loka, actually, two different ideology, he's speaking it through film. Then symbolically he has to show portray the ideology through colors, through costume. That is the if you go for that end sequence and all the film, where it comes from Kala and black to red and blue, and it mixture of all colors actually, how there is a travel, the film travels within the symbolically travels with the colors. If you see the film from the first shot to this sequence, like a Kala, when he came into Dharavi, the all people what black means psychologically, how historically, how the black represents in Indian Indian politically, how black represents in our life. Then it changes to red. Ideologically, it moves to this is the enter of red, and like then it become all are become like a Kala. Like it's symbolically, see, the last part of the film is drama. It's not a film, he executing a drama kind of it's a celebration of colors, celebrations of ideology, how it mingles. It becoming a blue. Blue means what what the blue represents in Indian politically, how it represents, what the red represents in politically, identically, psychologically. Like the travel, it comes the whole. It's a kind of actually like a stage play happened in that last sequence. Like Ranjit had a big plan of actually. It's not a. It's not a fight. It's not a दो आदमी का fight हो रहा है, actually it's not a usual climax नहीं होना चाहिए. He had a plan of it's a kind of aesthetically he want to make a drama, symbolically he has to say something through colors, say something to the ideals like that. He had a big plan of it. That is the way it's executed. If you go for that film, it has a music of in the rhythm, it starts, it's song, it starts. One color to another color, it mixture of it's like one ideology to another ideology getting into together. Then it comes to the another color, blue. It represents a lot of things actually. Maybe maybe it's a symbolically we are saying it. I don't want to put it into verbally. It
I understand.
Yeah.
But it's a very interesting music sequence also. Did you did you know about this music before you were shooting?
Yeah. We already had it. That's actually we had the band, Pune band, Pune band. Actually, everybody came from Pune to Chennai. That black sequence, that first black color sequence. It's a Pune band, complete Pune band around it. Like a whole people came from there. Actually, it's almost around 30 to 40 people came from. Actually, they played down here. And they came, actually that is the sound where it builds, where it starts, then it coming to the another sequence, red, there is a different music, then it becomes actually blue sequence. There is that instrument also changes. It's keep adding it. He keep adding through that is the symbolize he doing it through colors, through music, through instruments, through people. Actually, he's keep communicating that end part is actually kind of it's an artistic drama. It happens with all aspects, like a color, acting, and everything happens. That's the he added another music instrument.
Yeah, it is a different dimension kind of.
Yeah. Like that when it blue sequence comes, if you go for that blue sequence thing, like the Piche ka band and whatever the instrument the people are playing, it's called Tappu. Here in Tamil Nadu, Tappu actually who plays, it has this kind of actually identity of Indian history, where the film travels from one to another, who plays it, who represent the colors. Actually, these things actually continue to, but end of the film, maybe if you go for the last slide, it becoming complete colors. Actually, it's the Kala pulls the colors into the frame. He pulls the color. It's like we travels with a lot of ideology, travels with a lot of identity. But
how did you create this? Is it created a lot after you have shot, or a lot of things have been shot also with this kind of colors?
No, with the real colors actually. It's a big pain for everybody. maybe if it's senior artists Rajni sir or maybe Nana sir or maybe they were actually mostly there are around 60s, more than 60s. Like maybe inhaling these colors, maybe it's a safer colors, but the whole day if you inhale, like you will sick actually. Nana sir actually came from really like he had a like fever and 2-3 days before this shoot also, but he cooperated so much because they understand the scenario, but through CG or through any other medium we cannot create this real color effect, and that we have to really put the colors on set. This completely completely made a blue, completely red. That much color we like kept on the set. We completely made the set red, and everybody had red. Like it's like almost we shot it black sequence one day, red. Like every day, the 1,000 people will be black, 1,000 people will be red and blue actually, and the last day complete colorful. Everybody has like it's a kind of enjoyed during shoot also. It's not pain also. Like during shoot also, how the sequence he wrote it, that way actually while shooting also we enjoyed the shoot. That idea mixture towards the colorful, and the life has to reach that colorful mean actually, that there shouldn't be up and downs, there shouldn't be hierarchy, there shouldn't be a caste identity, there shouldn't be a political identity. The human has to valid in common way. Like that's why like he is ending up with the colorful, and but you have to go through to reach that point. You have to go through black, red, and blue to reach the neutral part of colors actually. There like how in cinematography term actually the white light passes through the whatever the pentagon, whatever the thing, it makes the colors, like it derives the colors. It splits the color, how the white light thinks. The like that actually, like you have to go through this ideally, politically. You have to, if you go through, you will reach the humanity in one day. Then only you will look at the person who's sitting next to you without color biased.
That's the right way to put it, actually.
Yeah.
Just a few things. Somebody's question, like some power cut sequences. I'm just putting how much is like. How did you shoot it? What kind of aperture? What kind of lenses were you using for these shots?
That Kishore will help you out. But the thing is that actually, like that.
Is Kishore there? Can he come in? Kishore, do you want to join the conversation? Acha.
But mostly actually it's almost pitch dark. We used only one 6K par, I think so. 6K par actually in the backlight. We used only that 6K par. We almost shot it actually full open, 1.3 or sometimes actually. Mostly in our night sequence are almost full open. It's a master prime lenses. That's why it captures the light very well. And mostly we shot Alexa. Alexa picks the night sequence very well actually. Only this actually real location we shot it. The previous clip you showed, that is on set. And this is real. That previously you showed he is walking on the street. Right. One night sequence. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That is the set.
This.
Yeah, this is set. It's a real set. It's a set. We made it the same sequence, but we shot it in a real location in Bombay.
This fight sequence.
Yeah, this is actually real location. We shot it there. This was a big task for us because switching off the all lights in real location, it's a big task for us. And we try to convince everybody, and we must every lights. It shouldn't show it on the screen. And then here actually we raised one balloon light. Like this on top of where Rajni sir is standing, there is one balloon light is there. Because this is a huge area. I forgot the name of this place. It is Kolivada, something somewhere.
Kolivada.
Somewhere at that real location. That place is actually like we cannot line up or light it up, or it's very difficult for that. That's why we hired a one balloon light for ambience, and some few actually like halogens we used for some that banner, whatever the flex we used it. That's all. That mostly full open shootings.
For the
Yeah,
light of situation, we used one source helium light actually. Otherwise,
that helium balloon.
We have littered all the street lights. We simulated the street lights through the four angles we can see in from this center of the main sequence. We can see four main roads. So this was one of the difficult location. This was the main road we were shooting. So we have to.
Another thing is that there's a high-speed shot also here. Like there is a camera which is going from behind in a slow motion kind of a thing, which will also require a lot of more lights.
Murlian already mentioned we had a gaffer, Mr. Raja Krishnan. He has a lot of experience for this. The very difficult part is cabling actually. While we were shooting in a real location, the cabling takes a lot of effort. How the cables goes across the road, and how he is simulating the street lights. Because Indrona already know from the first film. In my experience, from the first film, cinematography using cinematography with the practical lights. That was the main style I was learned from Murliana. Because that gives a lot of life to the image. So from Andal Rakshasi to arriving to Kala, the use of practical lights even in films like casting Rajinikanth, asking the gaffer to be very precise on practical lights, that makes a lot of that needs a lot of courage. That is the very big thing what he is actually doing.
You got the point, because mostly whatever the commercial films, actually this is the film Rajini sir acting in almost thoda sa his real age factor he is showing it. And one more thing is actually the character itself, actually Kala, his age itself, actually the real age, how he looks like now. That's why it means like he has a practice of using face lights always on set or something. Like he has a practice because he has a more than 30-40 years of experience in film industry. Like he has a practice of actually using lights. But when we came for in our set, it's for him for a very difficult task. Actually, the people are lighting it or not. This question every day when he is entered to the set. Mostly in first part, we never lit up for the characters. We lit up for only sets. That is the proper note we have it. First, we lit up the sets. If really the face is not showing, then we'll pull it up a little bit. That's all. That is a very, very minimal lights close to the face. Actually, very few seconds only we add face lights very close to the characters. Otherwise, we always lit up the set. Krishnan sir always lit up the sets with his he's a kind of library kind of, he will light it up. Like the meaning of library in the sense, which light you can pick it up, you can switch it on, you can switch it off. Like that's why he will install the lights for our freedom actually. Like he will install in on set. Like sir, wo switch off kar do, okay, ye switch on kar do. It will be there on set actually.
That's how we maintain the contrast. That's how we could continue. We could maintain the continuity also. So that is our job, being an assistant cinematographer, communicating with the gaffer, communicating with the DOP. He's on the camera. So my role is communicating with both of them, maintaining the contrast, continuity. That's how we function actually within our group.
Nice.
Of course. And that's what we really need to know, how does a camera team operate actually. Like how many people are behind this? Even doing an interior shot like this, you require so much of, and Rajni sir's face is not seen. It's quite a big decision to take it, keep him completely in a silhouette.
Yeah.
Just his body language is seen.
See, Ranjit has a kind of visual rhythm of portraying the scene. Actually, he has he has a rhythm of he has a visual rhythm in the sense like he came from actually fine arts background. That's actually he has a how we to portray the scenes. Actually, we no need to show completely faces, not only expressions. There is like a lot of scenes, body gestures, body poses. Like Rajini sir has like a kind of ideal way of showing his the style, and maybe if he has a kind of instinct. Whatever the film, Ranjit film also maybe when Rajini sir is acting, there should be Rajini sir's flavor has to be there. Then we have to portray his body languages more than the faces or something like that. And Ranjit, whatever he has a visual rhythm, not only faces, not only through so many we can show the same expression without showing the face in any that kind of that's why he always uses the a symbolic shots. Mostly he uses symbols. He uses the color symbols or whatever the identical symbols to communicate it. See, this came from his BFA career, how he uses the visual tools in films. Not mostly if somebody comes from a fine arts background, they might have the extra visual tool of instead of only the actors. He uses actually within the frame. He uses the not only the actors. He places some other elements within the frame. Like every frame, he has some meaning actually. If you look into the frames, पीछे का कुछ meaning रहेगा. What is पीछे का आदमी or पीछे का color, पीछे का according to the characters. Whatever actually there is Kala's son is actually his name is Lenin. Lenin means actually there is a one identity on him actually. How he is there. Whenever we are portraying Lenin, there should be some red element behind him actually. Whenever we portraying Kala, there should be a black elements where we are showing. These are the things actually we are keep maintaining it actually. When Zarina comes, Zarina clears some color scheme we had it. These are the things not only on the characters. It will be on the set. Those things actually we completely maintained it actually. It's a kind of team only. If the team has that proper idea of actually what they are doing it, what scene, what it really needs it. If they have it, then it's very easy for to execute. Maybe Ranjit gives that note, gives that freedom to everybody to know about what we are doing it actually. Most of the actually some industry people, what they are shooting. Most of the crew member also doesn't know it actually. But Ranjit gives the script to open to everybody, to interact very nicely, and they should know about how we are shooting, what we are shooting. Then only the junior artist also can react it. If they know the scene little bit, maybe they might have come for the set the first time also, but they should know about the scene actually at little bit. Either say bago karke, they cannot running towards this camera. They should know about what the scene really happens. That kind of actually clarity he gives it to the AD team. It conveys through the last man of lightman, last man of actually junior artist. It communicates through it. Yeah.
Actually, we should open the conversation also to Jabbar sir, Amit sir. Please join into the conversation whenever you want to ask something. Actually, so that's
Yeah.
You are good enough, but let Jabbar sir ask.
Hi, sir.
Is the man.
Hi, sir. Actually, good afternoon. Seeing you.
Look, I saw Kala, and it was an amazing experience for me. And you know, you must be in the background because I made Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar with Mammootty.
Yeah.
So you know, the whole ideology is behind my whole brain lobes and all that. But
Nice.
very, see, in this kind of a setup, which is expensive commercial setup, and with such kind of great star like Rajinikanth. First of all, I mean, give credit to you all people and especially director who can give this idea to Rajinikanth ji.
Yeah.
And Rajinikanth is a political man. He is a political man with an ideology behind him. And no, everybody knows. He's not a confused guy at all. To convince him that you're giving some kind of a, let me say, you're not saying directly, I'll say Dalit ideology. Okay? This kind of a Dalit ideology to put in a film on this scale is not that simple, I'm telling you. And that too, kind of technical, kind of fine points and details, all that was very courageous. So first of all, let me congratulate you, Rajinikanth ji, and of the whole team in Rajni. That's the whole idea. And our country politically need this kind of ideology that there is a world. Well, symbolically is Kala, but this is a world. And this is the part of the society. And I like one thing that you're so subtle. You're not making any slogans. Most of the people, they make slogans. Every intellectual people, they finally come to kind of a very broad symbolism. But here, you and Ranjit being coming from the fine art background, you keep the whole thing on a painting scale. But I'll tell you, that goes a very everlasting effect. Than actually very temporary kind of effect of slogans. You could have easily given slogans in this film, but not a single slogan is heard. But still, the film speaks a lot. That's a credit to the whole thing. And from your conversation, I can see that's whole ideology, what the director wanted from his script, is known to the DOP, to actors. Of course, Rajinikanth ji must be knowing because Ranjit must have detailed him everything. Why are you using colors? Why are you using filters? Why are you using such large scale? Everything. So Rajinikanth ji know exactly what that Kala means. So first of all, let me say, and now coming to the technical point, I have admired as a filmmaker what was amazing long shots. Long shots has been a rarity nowadays. See now, they are very short-lived. You get a long shot and there's only to show some kind of a glamour. But here the whole film happening, mostly I think nearly 60% of the film happened long shots. When I say long shot, it means for a DOP, for a director, feeling all the details. In that frame, which is a huge frame, to have the details, not only the human resource, but all the property. And then on that, you are putting colors. And you'll be putting a color scheme. Then you have different lights, early morning, then you have 10 o'clock, you have hopscotch, daylight, then you have evening, and the night, and that's all different layers of night. So really, it's one thing. So this is all going to be like tarif, and so that's all. But now let us come to some academics of it. Now you're in the Film Institute. Let me know one thing from you. You're a student of fine art. Tell me one thing. Who was the cameraman? Who was the filmmaker? Who can give you such kind of inspiration to this kind of work? Can you remember your FTI days?
Yeah, it's remembers in the sense like, sir, when after joining with Ranjit, actually when we came from like FTIA, it's a kind of pure water. Then we have to go through the life actually, what around us actually. That like after meeting with Ranjit, actually politically, he makes us actually whatever the discussion we'll keep having it, and what we really have to do through cinema. Actually. That's very like his motive is like that. Not only I'm making commercial cinemas, that I'm not going to compromise. I'm not going to any art film, not festival films. Ranjit has a very clear idea. But the commercial films actually, my film has to reach the last person, actually the film viewer. That ideology he is having it. He's then through the commercial film, he has to speak through his voice. He has to speak through the whatever the like a political idea of like he want to communicate through the film. That he has a very clear ideology. He has a very clear ideology. That's why actually when Ranjit and Rajni sir actually the communication happens also, he actually narrated everything actually, what the film means, what the color means, actually how you mentioned it. Everything actually it means something actually. It communicates something.
Anything, Murli, you had Rajnikanth commenting on the content?
Not commenting, but not he has actually he knows everything actually. What he speaks. He has like a actually he is actually kind of, I can say it actually technical part, not only the ideology. If you say it actually technical part, when he enters the set the first time, enter the set, immediately he knows where the cameras 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and where the lights, where he has to, if somebody blocks, if it's 1,000 people around there, if somebody blocks the frame, he knows it actually. Which camera actually, who's actually blocking my frame actually. He has a technically he is very sound. He knows about actually everything. But he will be very simple on set, but when he enters the set, he will notice everything actually. Like how, where the light falls or how light falls, everything actually he knows about. And the same way actually the Ranjit kind of film actually, he each and every line he read about it, whatever the dialogue speaks, whatever the dialogue means, whatever the color behind him, what the color means, everything actually he knows about it. And that's why actually he agreed to do that film actually through the things. Actually these are it's a big support actually, like Ranjit ideology.
I tell you, you must admire this man. You're all young people, you're half the age of him, but if you look, the kind of belief he has, a faith in you young people, that's remarkable. If you meet Rajnikanth, tell him that Jabbar.
I will.
Guts to do, and then guts to believe you young people, and not only your technical expertise, but to believe your whatever ideology you have. He said, okay, I believe in this film. Okay, this is a film. And he is an actor and he's a producer. He will say, okay, I agree. I totally agree. Now I'm just coming to one point here, because we are in the Film Institute here in MIT, where you're also students. Tell me now what the hangovers on you for a Film Institute of the great masters.
Say it again. Yeah, say it again, sir.
You were in the Film Institute for 4 years, and then you have some hangovers of the great people like Kurosawa, Bergman, and so many people. And those who have done wonders, and also big Hollywood cinema who have done wonders. Now, what are the hangovers on you?
See, thing is that like that's why actually I meant it in the beginning. It actually mingles with me actually. That's why actually it's ideologically and aesthetically, like see, when I entered the Film Institute, completely different actually, coming from the film background, like a fine arts background. Film for me actually just viewing film and enjoying like a time killing movie or time killing medium or something. But when I entered to the Film Institute, films represents and film means for me it's completely different. And through the great masters actually, how they are speaking through the medium, how what they want to communicate through the medium, those things actually inspires me, and still it thanks me in the sense like that's why it reflects on our films, like through Ranjit or through things actually, like maybe Ranjit actually used Rajni as magnesium, like whatever the mannerism, whatever the fan followers, through him actually he makes his canvas bigger, like through Rajni sir. His canvas in the sense reaching his ideology reaching towards till the last person actually who's watching the film viewer, the commercial platform say. Then those things actually like it kind of actually experience we got from the FTI or whatever the film institutes, what you really want to do when you go out of this campus. Those things actually like it's really means me actually. Otherwise actually I could have been something like technically doing some ad films or maybe it's a more like commercials. We can do it, but the thing is that through the film we are communicating something. We are communicating with others, communicating with the other person. What you are really communicating. each words actually, like that's very important for me and my team. Whatever the Ranjit team has that ideology, it means for us actually through the each and every word, every scene, every like a visual element also means for us to communicate with others. Why you want to communicate, what it communicates, that means for us. That's why actually he took it we came from that really lower backgrounds actually, like when you enter to the cinema, then that is the times needs us to be there to speak through cinema, through film, that whatever
One good thing,
contemporary.
one good thing you explained was wonderful for our students. One was, that you're not afraid of your English at all.
Yeah.
That kind of a phobia, many Indian students from a rural background have.
Yeah.
But it's look, it's a painting is an art. It is no kind of a social background, poverty, nothing. Or folk art is full of all poverty and full people. Then like that, a visual art is like that. That's how the films can be like that.
Yeah.
So I really admire that you threw off all that kind of thing. Okay, I don't know English. Okay, but I know camera. I know
That's
camera.
true, that's
I have a
true.
brush. I have a paint. I know everything. But I asked very specifically, with all this, when you were in institute, as a cameraman, did you see like Bergman's work, which was a very Nyquist
Yeah.
camera work, or even some Russian cinema? And those are, though I was asking specifically, especially your experience for our students of cinema, camera, because they will know exactly when you learn in the institute. These are the masters and these are the great things they have done, and that you keep that background, make your own cinema, no doubt.
Yeah.
So is there any hangover of that? That you like Russian?
Yeah, it's there. For me, it's like Nyquist. Initially, Nyquist has a hangover for me, but when I come to second year, third year, actually, like Doyle is for my favorite. Actually, Doyle is behind me always, because whatever I play with colors, very openly playing colors, not very subtle way. Coming from the fine arts background, play with the colors, play with the lights very openly, how the kid play with the colors, like that. Doyle, I learned from Doyle. My images reflects Doyle always. My movements, if you see my movements from Andal Rachashi to Till Tala, it always I have a tinge of my images. Christopher Doyle tinges it there. It will reflect actually like that. Actually, how my parents actually my parents' impressions on me, my faces, my color, my ancestors' colors. Actually, I am holding it like that. Like when I from after institute, slower on me, my images, my expression from Doyle's, some others. Like it is there, like that. It will come accidentally. It will instantly. It will come from me actually. Like when I'm doing.
Well, last question, Murli. Last question. As we're talking about colors and colors and colors, paintings and painting. Now let me come. A very ambitious cameraman like you. Would you sometimes really experiment with absolutely pure black and white?
Yeah.
Does it allure you?
Yeah. It means actually black and white means actually there is how our eye reaches the whatever the cones and rods or things. We can make shapes through shapes. There is a meaning actually something. See, it's a keep adding elements. That's why actually I told you first the conversation when I was a painter. The sketches moved to painting. Then the painting we added some colors. Each and every elements we are keep adding it actually. Like that, the black and white. If you want to remove the colors, there is a meaning. If you are adding the colors, there is a meaning. Like what really it means. The script needs actually colors, then we'll use it. If the script doesn't need colors, we don't need colors. Actually, just you can keep it actually, shoot it as a black and white film. It doesn't mean it will communicate properly. It will communicate properly. Yeah, it will communicate.
I hope sometimes a man like you with such imagination, also Ranjit, is some kind of a very ambitious black and white project in this time.
We will do it actually. Whatever the film we are shooting it now recently. It's almost stopped for it's got postponed for because of the corona. That film is actually, we had a plan for shoot. It's a period film. It's a 70s film. We had a plan to shoot it in black and white. See, it means you will remove the colors, then we are saying some statement why we are removing the color.
Of course,
That kind of statement we had a plan. Maybe it's like maybe when it comes for the film out, we'll have that. We will keep talking it actually how we are portraying this film, the 70s film. After your conversation, I'm keep thinking about how to do the paranoid thing. Like there is. We'll see it actually. Like thanks for actually giving us
and I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing, because the Rajnikant's whole era is mostly in color films. But I'd like to love to see Rajnikant into black and white with you people.
Sir, true, sir. We'll do it, sir.
If Gurudutt can do, if Gurudutt can do Kagaz Ke Phool in a CinemaScope anamorphic kind of a thing, you can also do. So anyhow, these are my let it open for the young people to ask you questions.
True. Sir, we are ready to go.
Nice
to have a word with you, sir.
I hope I did not bore you much.
No, sir. Actually, it's a kind of that I told you, like a masters means like they are behind us, like ideologically, visually, support. Like that without support we cannot. Like if I'm standing here, there is a period behind me. There is a people behind me. There is a ancestors behind me. That's why I'm standing here. Like I'm a front row. Then the second, my kid will be the next row. It will come. Like those are you people are behind me, sir. Actually, you're behind us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for us. Yeah.
Indranil, please.
Beautifully said, actually. Do we have questions from any students? Can they unmute themselves and ask questions if they raise their hands? If
they can be unmuted and not an issue.
Okay. Is there any questions and people can,
see, many the texts are coming on screen, but I couldn't read it while talking. Many people are asking some questions.
No, a lot of those you have already answered in the course of your presentation.
True.
Yeah, that's what actually.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not in the order in which they were asked, but you've answered all of them, so that's not an issue.
Done.
Okay, shall we call it a day?
Yeah, I also
Murli, just a request from me that in the month of January, Murli, we have Pune International Film Festival.
True. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know.
You know that, and we have also the MIT Film School is also part of that. So this time, and we have wonderful workshops and technical workshops, and it's not only for the MIT students, for the whole Pune young students, or the many students, hundreds of them in the communication, in video, and also Film Institute and like that. So I'll invite you. That give me at least 2 days.
My pleasure, sir. I always wish to come there actually.
2 days workshop and actually
coming to like a.
Yeah,
we can do, sir. We can do it.
Coming to your mica, it's like mica coming. And I hope that you are very romantic young days when you were absolutely young. You were in Pune, beautiful romantic world, and you must be having some nice memories. You can revive them.
Yeah, it's a kind of hometown, sir. It's like a hometown means from kids to like in my home actually where I'm staying there. There is a memories of kids to kids, like how you mentioned. It's a romantic period of my young period went there. And
great!
It's nice to be there, to come there and be with like a surroundings. It's nice to. I really wish to come to Pune every time. Like we'll meet, sir. We'll plan for the workshop and meeting students also very nice. And putting my my presence in the FTI and Pune Film Institute. It's for me actually very prestigious for me to come there. Actually.
Thank you, and congratulations again to the whole team of Kala. I love the film.
Thank you so much.
I love the political message which for I think our country needs it, and to tell this on a grand scale like Kala to our country, what the political message behind it was very important. Thank you.
Hi, sir. Balaji Sakwal is there, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yashi, you want to ask?
Actually, I just wanted to say that if Murli also wants to say anything to the students who are now studying and they'll be just going out to the industry or something to work. If anything, a kind of message you feel like from your.
It's not message actually. Go with like a plain canvas. Then only you will get to somebody can paint or you can paint. Otherwise, actually, if you go with filled section, it's very difficult to be there to get from the light and give your light. You need a buffer space in your body or your mind. Like you have to keep it like that. You cannot you cannot overfill and go there and be there or approach the industry or approach the light. If you keep it, the light will come into you. It will go out. You need a buffer space like that. Keep your mind, keep your ideology, and keep your you shouldn't be a very stagnant. You couldn't be very it shouldn't be a stone. You be like a water, then you'll travel a lot. Like that is the way I want to say it. Actually, in any medium, actually, that is the life in front of us. You should be like that. You should be like that. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Actually, we spoke a lot.
The sir is also waiting. You want to say something like?
No.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Murli ji. And Indranil ji, thank you very much. It was a very enlightening workshop. And I think, them are also from fine arts background and film design background. So it was great that, they got to know. And there are students who are coming for computer graphic and visual effects this year. So it was so great that, you started from the beginning and detailing from the pre-production, which was done for 6 months. And this is a great learning experience for them, which I was not myself able to explain that how they would do, because we have all direction, all the specialization, like FTI, direction and screenplay writing, editing, sound recording, design, and cinematography and visual effects. So it is very important. I think this was very good for 2 hours, nearly 1.5 hours. But we need you to come and visit us and teach the present batch as well as the new batch which is coming. Anytime when you're free to come, and please do the workshop.
My pleasure, sir. I always didn't want to share actually my ideology. What I did it actually. That it's easy to communicate when I'm coming there. Maybe through this net, maybe we are very show the examples. We will have a huge sessions. Maybe I love to come to Pune actually whenever. Actually.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Murli, one more thing, Murli. Murli, one more thing. Just while going, in the whole campus, this MIT campus, that historically is belonged to Raj Kapoor Sahab. You know that because you were in Pune. This whole Rajbagh is 10 kilometers away. The whole last 13 films Raj Kapoor Sahab made in the same campus.
This is new news for me. Actually, it's real too. I really love to come there.
It's actually Raj Kapoor Memorial. We have his ashes here. We have Raj Kapoor's ashes, and last 13 films.
To be there, actually.
He made. It's a 100-acre area. It's a big area along the river. Visually love it. One and two. As you mentioned about fine art, we are having all these colleges together in the same campus. The fine art is very much there. The music department is there. The dance department is there. We have the broadcast.
Drama.
All these departments are drama.
And
it's
drama,
also drama acting school along with FTI. So I think you will love to come. You'll love to.
Yeah, I really want to see, because I saw the presentation of MIT. I saw what are the courses. It's when I went for my music studies in my after my +2, my campus had music is one side and drama is one side, dance one side, like a Bharatanatyam, and the fine arts is one side. A Pondicherry I studied in my music there, but I discontinued it. But that had a campus like this. If you enter the campus, you can hear the music and the dance and fine arts and being together. Actually, each room has a different flavor. You can get it like that. See, I'm here. The MIT has like that. Yeah, it's nice.
And one more thing for a cameraman like you, we are coming with a floor which is about 80 by 100 feet 80 by 100 feet. And the height is 70 feet. Sometimes you must plan something indoor here. If you are shooting in Pune, we have a wonderful studio for you.
Nice. Nice to hear, sir. I love to come there actually. We'll meet sir actually directly.
Thank you.
And is there any students maybe I can ask sir maybe really? Is there any students?
Students are not
any student asking anything?
Not, but there's one thing that shooting in a slum area with sort of houses.
No, Indro, your voice got broken. I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Tell me
now. So what I'm saying is, whenever we are shooting in a place like Dharavi, which is so many people staying together, houses like there's a certain stereotypes that we build in our head while shooting a slum kind of area. A lot of people put together, but when you are if you are when in that Kala, that kind of a stereotype was not there at all. So there was a certain visual.
There is a one. Nice. Actually, it's a nice question actually. And the art director Tar Ramalingam, he has a typical way of doing a set. Like in the sense, like we have a fourth wall concept. We always have it in our sets actually. He won't give a fourth wall. That is the way he builds the set. In the sense, if there is a cramp, you have to keep the camera and keep the lensing properly with the cramp mode. If there is a fourth wall, you will be shoot very freely to portray the room. You will lose the cramp that whatever the cramp, that ideology, how the house is very like a 6 feet length or maybe like a 4 feet width of you cannot lie down also properly. Those kind of 5 feet that maybe Dharavi people always has the dream of I want to sleep properly my legs and heart. So okay, I want to sleep properly freely because they don't have houses like that. It's a cramped houses. They have to live for that. Lifestyle is completely different. But if you have a fourth wall concept during set, that we cannot show that. That camera also has that, should have that pain. That's why he always make the set completely build it up, and then he will let me get in and shoot it. Then only your lens will have that crampness. Your lens will show the real life of what the set diameters. So that he always has that. I always fight with, but he has an ideology very nicely. He will give it like that. Then after this during watching that film also, I will realize actually that his stand is very nice. Then only you really know about what the distance behind each person, what is the wall, how much distance the real wall has. Those things actually, Ramalingam is actually a great art director. Maybe he will come to Bollywood also very soon. But he is also from fine arts background. The same batchmate from Ranjit, both are the same batchmates. They are Sar asked me actually without communicating verbally. You guys are playing with colors, communicating with colors. That's the way actually. Sometimes actually during set, director, me or whatever the art director, sometimes during the tension, whatever around the shooting tension, we cannot speak properly also. The words won't come. But for us, very easy to scribble to communicate easily. Ranjit, sometimes he will scribble and show to me these things. It won't be by words, it will be completely different. But communicating through visual, it's very easy to understand. Our team has mostly a BFA, a fine arts background. Everybody has a pen and pencil, easy to communicate. I have the small kid, the 1 year baby. He doesn't have a language, but he's keep communicating with by signs. Small. He now recently a first birthday. He has a very few sounds. Within few sounds, he communicating everything with us. He has a very few tools. He doesn't have a complete word of so much. She knows only a few sounds. With the sounds, he communicates. She wants. She doesn't want. She whatever she needs. You see, immediately communicating with her. Like that, we have to pick the ideology. If you need a color, if you need a shape, if you need a dialogue, if you need an actor, then only you have to put it into the canvas. Then it will get a complete. Otherwise, unnecessarily you don't want to put a dialogue. Unnecessarily you don't need to put a color. Unnecessarily you don't need to shouldn't act or something.
Yeah.
Everything has to be finalized with script stage. Then you will fix it properly. Then it's like a complete visual trait or visual. It become a canvas. Then only it become a canvas. It's a complete canvas. Otherwise, there will be losses. There will be holes. Then you have to tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a quickly another question. Somebody asking that Alliance relationship is a somewhat maybe a socially taboo relationship or something. It was very difficult to portray on screen.
Yeah.
So, like, how did you? Was there any idea behind doing it in a certain way?
Tell me again.
Kala, Rajni Kala, उनका और हुमा कुरैशी जो जरीना के एक्टिंग की उनका रिलेशनशिप जो हम लोग पोर्ट्रे किए, was it how हाँ उसका कुछ
see there is actually it's a Uma Qureshi name in the film Zarina means his memory say he is coming back to life. That is the idea. It's a visual comparison of his a past and present. Where he lost her, where he is meeting again, where he is meeting her again. Those things actually we have to visually communicate without not a very expression wise, not acting. There is a visual communication of where his memory stopped, where he's getting back her in his life with the same color, same lighting scheme, same those things actually we maintained it like that. In between a Kala and a Nana Patekar's character, Zarina. There in between house is there is a thread in between them.
Right.
She actually portrays her characters and her profession, what she is doing it. Those things actually how he bridges the both things, where it actually differs, where she is actually politically differs from both characters. Those things actually keep she is discussing through the films. And the same way we had a visual communication of both, and in between how she is doing it. Those things actually we that plan is Puel is one character, how she means. Those things actually we every name itself, Ranjit film, each character name means something. See, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है actually. Without knowing him, there is no point within his canvases. I can surely show it actually. I can say it. He knows it actually. Each and every nook and corners, that color means, that dot means, the name of the character means. Politically, he is very strong enough to keep the names itself. Actually, if you check the name of the Kala film, you will know about who can keep these names, who the color represent. Everything actually he means it actually. That actually mostly painting background. Each and every canvas, we used to say it actually active space or negative space. We used to say it actually while doing the composition. Which is acting, which is negative. It's very important for us during the cinema. What the space means, what is the space with whatever the canvas, whatever we are having it with cinema, each and every corner where the character, what is the opposite negative space, what it does, what it means, what it has to mean. Those can't concentrate. He always concentrate those things. It not only the actor is acting, what is the behind, he has to concentrate. It both has a meaning, both has a rhythm, both has a chime. That he always has it, his script or whatever his film has this rhythm actually. Yeah, maybe I a little bit thoda se mein aisa bol diya, but you might not get it actually what I say.
Good enough.
Very good.
Chal Yash.
Yeah,
Thank you, Murli.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. Actually, meeting as seniors. It's nice to be and had a conversation.
great to
through
see
intro.
you.
Yeah, nice, sir. Nice to have a word. And my pleasure. Actually, we might have the session in workshops in MIT very soon. A meeting
Yes,
with you
sir.
all directly. Nice, sir. Nice. Thanks,
you,
Jafar
Murli.
Patel ji. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Nice to see
Thank
you
you,
on
sir.
screen again after a long time. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Say hi
Congratulations.
to all my students, whatever the students. Maybe I couldn't get them see there. Maybe we'll see through workshops very soon.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Say,
Soon we will meet all of them. They're all
yeah,
joining
yeah.
now.
Nice, nice, sir. Nice. Say hi to everybody in bro. Bye. Nice.
And keep these 3 days in January for the Pune International Film Festival.
True, sir. True, sir. I will keep the dates. Nice.
Thank you.